everybody, my name is Alesya.
And my name is Snow.
We came from Russia. We were born in a small town called Kostroma. It's where we started dancing, and then we moved to the capital of Russia, to Moscow, to develop our possibilities. And now we travel the world as hell.
All around the globe.
We started dancing with breaking, then we discovered the top styles.
In 2005 we started, so till now we developing and exploring dance and life.
We passed through hip hop, a little bit locking, and house, of course, is our main style. Then we discovered what is UK jazz, and we started practicing and developing UK jazz. And now we are more learning contemporary dance and like experimental techniques. So we are on a journey, on a long time journey.
Still.
In the beginning, we didn't know what is UK jazz, but we were admired by a jazz aesthetic, and we tried to do something mixing house technique and what we know about jazz in general. And we did a show with Ella Fitzgerald's on, and it was our first showcase. And then we just started developing things and found out what is UK jazz. But actually, it was just by surfing on internet, on YouTube, and we saw like Brothers in Jazz and I DJ dancers, and then we contacted some people and get to know actually what is UK jazz. We started learning from the videos. Then we came to Amsterdam for John Agazila's class, because he sometimes teaches jazz, UK jazz.
Back then he did not.
Sometimes he gives classes, and we learned some basics, and then we it was just step by step. We were learning a little bit from this culture, and we went to Japan. We also were inspired a lot by Japanese jazz dancers, and then this has became our signature style, and it formed our presentation in front of the people. Like Matryoshki in jazz, we represent jazz and also house, locking, and different styles together. So we do these things mostly.
As Lesya already told, we are from a little city, from small city, from Kostroma, and we like in age of before 15. We doing sports aerobics. So, but we were attractive by breaking, by like street stuff, like skating and this all. And then we found out that it's so cool to not doing just aerobics. It's good to dance. And actually, for me, I found in a TV like program. Actually, we found together the program calls how was it called?
Show Weight Drops.
Weight Drops and Show on MTV, and we just wanted to repeat all this stuff, and it's in short. So because we were together, it was nice to do it, and fun. And I remember it was 2005, and it was just internet appeared. So and slowly we could download just one video, and we repeated all. We learned everything, choreography from that, and then we found that it's hip hop, and we found the B-boys crew in Kostroma. So we started to dance breaking and learn by ourselves hip hop. Then we went to Moscow. Then so people found that we know the deal. Like main people who was top dancers of hip hop. So slowly we started to grow, to participate in battles after that, if to tell short how it was. So this is how we found dance. And by movie Honey with
So bad. So bad. But
we know every choreography. Honey.
What dance mean for me? I guess it's okay. It's the way I can express myself through art. This is the form I choose, or this form chose me to express myself and to share probably my flow, just to share my point of view. So I do it through dance. I could probably do it through something else, but it happened that I'm doing it now through dance. It's just a form of expressing.
For me, music was every time first. So, and was even in the movie Honey was music. So when I feel that through my body I can express it, so this is it for me. Like this is more connection to the music through my body. So this is dance, and then later. When I found Gaga technique, I think it was from there, and I started to realize that dance, like a movement, also important for me. So I can just really feel my body through dance, and it's like, I don't know, like a breathing for me now, the form of that. And this is also the way to create, to creation, the way to see everything what I see, I think. So now dance has for me a lot of roads, which is not only like dance in general. So I dance and this is cool for me. Dance leads me to another places. Like by doing performances, I can feel like emotions on the stage, which is never can be given me by anything else. So when I go to the club and I dance in the club, it's a different emotions, it's a different feelings. So, but it's also dance. When I go teach, it's also dance. I also teach, and but it's totally different way for me. So dance for me is many forms, many things, life.
Like I always find some inspiration, but it's temporary. So it comes to me.
Idol.
It comes to me and then it leaves me. But I think in general I'm inspired by something professional, something strong, deep. These things. It could be a dance of another dancer, and mostly it's not like urban things. So it's more. I don't know, it's out a little bit of the hip hop scene. I always find inspiration there, and and also of course music. Music leads me to dance, to move. Music and just people doing some arts. Like it could be whatever, dance or painting or something. It makes me feel inspired to follow my way. Yeah.
I agree. No, okay. There is a lot of inspiration for me as well. I cannot tell that like persons inspired me. Like it's more okay. To add, to not repeat Lesya, I can add just things that rebel stuff inspired me, like people who is out of mind, who is out of rules. This is what inspired me. and professionals in any activity. Yeah, it could be even like person who is selling fruits, but he's really doing so professional, and I can be inspired by this person. So it doesn't have to be art. I think it's even when people do something professional, it's already art. It's really like the way of doing, not regular way, like usual people. So it's inspiring me. House in Russia. So it started, I think, in 2005-6. Yes.
4-5. Yeah.
Like 4-5 when we also started. So we are kind of the first generation, if I can tell like that.
Oh jeez.
Or we are second generation.
Almost second.
So
2 years.
yeah, but we feel the first generation very much. So and now it's growing. I think okay. Now like our students and like new people who is in new generation, they're growing, they're searching for new ways of house dance, and they also go to different battles, to different festivals. They try to gathering together for jams in Russia, but it's still small, I think. Even if we organized the Footwear House Jam party. It's for house dancers and for people who is house lovers, but still, it's not like a lot of people come in there, a lot of dancers. So this is how you can see that it's actually not that big, the house dance scene in Russia, and especially because I think if like all generation slow like day by day they stop to dance house, so they go to the adult life, and then you cannot see everyone who was in a back in 2006. They're not dance now anymore like fully like we do. They not travel around, they not fully live by that. This is how like they can come time to time to party, to show themselves, but I think it's like half leg, and it doesn't count for me. Like it could be grow if all generation, middle generation, and now generation, if all of them continue, so it could be really big community. But now it seems like new generation, they're doing what we did in the beginning, but in another way, of course, but still like not so deep and not so like big amount of people. So, and we are going our way, so not to only house. So this is the situation, something like that. If you can add something.
Yeah, but still, we count the whole Russia, and you can see some outstanding dancers if you will travel around Russia. In small towns, they are really have special styles. It's very interesting in comparison with in other countries. You can find some treasures really somewhere deep in Siberia. Yeah, but then what Snow said, it's very difficult to keep dancing like a professional, so they just slowly quit it and switch to normal life, and then they disappeared, and that's what is happening in general. So it's just someone is going back to normal life, some new people appeared, and it's changing and just existing a little bit. But it's nice. Like we have some events to visit, we have some DJs who play good music, some battles to participate, jam, practice. It's okay. It's going well. It could be worse, really.
I can add something, but I still think that there is no house dance culture. Like if like to define it like a culture, house dance culture. Like if you can go to New York, for example, and you can see how all generations they just grooving, jaking, and doing this house dance in a normal way, you know, like not just practice and then go to the battle or to go to the festival or one by one go to party. So I think in Russia it still not exists, this culture, only in another way, like in a way of practicing and gathering together by jam, more like in a childish way, I think, because house dance culture is not about daytime. It's actually club and you know.
Yeah. It's a style. It's not well developed in general, and it was just the underground culture that appeared and then disappeared slowly, and it came from UK. Just Dance came from Birmingham. And like 80s in the club when DJ played jazz fusion music. And guys who visited these clubs, they were mostly black guys from the streets, and they were just killing the music in the ciphers, in the clubs till the morning. And there was no videos, like there was no internet, and they couldn't be influenced by authentic jazz from States. So they were just expressing themselves through music in a certain way. But there was also background of 70s of jazz funk era in UK. Also we go to the club and we dance, and there was some influence from funk movements, soul movements, I can say, a little bit footwork, spins, splits, and everything. So they brought it, and also there was some influence from their roots. And here is they call it jazz. Then after that, jazz. Why jazz fusion? Because DJs were playing jazz fusion music. It's not like a fusion of styles, no. So and then after that we started to call this UK jazz, and people can understand that it's not American authentic jazz, it's a UK jazz. So it was in 80s when the music was popular in the clubs, and then it changed, the eras changed, the style is changed also of music. So just slowly disappeared, and it's not academic style. No one really teach this style. So there was just spreading a little bit, and then there was some Japanese dancers who were around, or maybe some group of British dancers came to Japan and this showcase in the end of 80s. So this is how it spread. It become like it was born in Japan, but Japanese dancers, I don't know why, they started to develop it, they started to teach it, and they started to grow new generations, generation by generation. So if you go to Japan now, like Tokyo, you can find some young dancers, some dancers who teach, you can find schools who teach, but they call it more bebop. So, but it's the same, bebop or UK jazz fusion. There was two popular groups in UK back to the 80s who actually spread around this a little bit. It was Brothers in Jazz, and it was IDJ dancers. So they were traveling, they were a bit popular, they were dancing with some musicians like Chick Corea, and they were traveling, touring with them, dancing in the club. So that's how they spread a little bit to the Netherlands, maybe to Amsterdam clubs, but still. Yeah, then it was just slowly getting down, and we found out, we started to develop it, but it's difficult. It's not like, hey, let's have fun. Yeah, it's more like, let's kill it. And no one really can go for this. Yeah, so this is very, very in short, yeah?
Yeah, very in short.
But
add a little short. Lesa told about like two groups, IDJs and Brothers in Jazz, and it was big difference between them. Like Brothers in Jazz, they were more academical. They were more from ballet and modern stuff, and you can see them more spinning in a nice way, in a beautiful posing. Yes, this is them style. And IDJs, they were more from streets. Even if you will check videos of UK Jazz Fusion and to check IDJs and Brothers in Jazz, you can really even see the video when they walk on the streets in just simple clothes, casual, and they kill it more like in a battle way, more like not stage but more like underground way. So it's a difference. So and they also call like they have swing, which is it poses and turns, spins, and fusion, which is more for footwork and this fusion stuff. Just what I wanted to add.
And then we get some knowledges, but we not really dance in a regional way because we mix it with our house dance experience, and it's something new happening after that. So this is our new generation expression.
Yes, and people can say that, oh, but girls still dance house, actually. I can say that when we started and we didn't feel UK Jazz Fusion, we just try to touch the style. We really dance house, actually, and we added a little bit movements from UK Jazz Fusion. But when we explored during the years, when we made a show with Gary Nurse and with John, with Dave and Levi in 2012, and when we rehearsed for that, they gave us a lot of that vibe, a lot of inside culture stuff. And then when we went to Japan and we felt really surrounding UK Jazz Fusion, like you really like drawn to that style. And after that we felt, oh yes, this is it, this is really style, this is totally different than house. And with these knowledges, with these feelings, you can tell that no, I dance jazz, I dance jazz, I DJ, because it's really very thin border when you can feel style and you can just copy that in your own way. And why it's hard for people like in different countries to learn this style, because you cannot just learn movements. You need to feel that vibe, you need to feel this culture, you need to feel this special energy from this style. And when you got it, you can never forget it. It's really like what we got from all this experience. Even now, if we don't practice too much, it's still there, you know. It's like when you taste something, you cannot forget that, and you easily can get it out of your body because you know what is that, you know.
It's really a lot about the style and the attitude, because there are not so much basic steps, like 5 max.
Yeah.
So we will show you 5 steps, but you will never be able to dance as soon as you will not try, like really get deep in the culture. It's your own way. No one will show you how to dance through this attitude. So yeah, it's that's why it's difficult, and that's why it's hard to develop even now. Yeah, we can have fun, we can learn routine, but it will not work actually for the future. It's nice just to get to know, but then a personal experience.
Yes, and also people hooked by this style because it's very fast. So people are attracted by speed of movements and like wow of speeding and this tension. But also, except the speed and fast movements, it's a style. It's first style every time. So this is like how people can how people can understand in their own way the style of jazz fusion.
Because you're talking about culture, I think the question is like, is it happening somewhere Like when you go to Japan, it's like there are parties like UK jazz.
Yes.
Parties, festivals.
So
It's still yes in Japan because it's young generation there, so you can see people the age of 20s doing jazz, really like into that with the live music, and so they have some festivals, jazz festivals for that, and they create the showcases all about this style. And in UK it's still shuffle shuffle event, yeah, party. You want to talk about
Yeah, but it's just a monthly event for those who actually been long time ago part of the culture. So as I've heard, but I've never been there. But it's more for people who can remember their past and yeah, gathering for just having some time to remember how it was. I just cause I talk. So and it's a lot about music because in Japanese they have a taste, and with music also they are very jazz influenced, and there are a lot of contemporary jazz also. That's why it exists there. It is not really existing in Russia and everywhere because it's like there is no new jazz really, like contemporary jazz music, very rare. It's so, and if it's somewhere with musicians, no, there is no dancers anyway. So that's it. It's difficult anyway.
And they're hard workers, so they really push it hard. Even in Russia, time to time we go to different cities and to teach UK jazz fusion, and people like, wow, that's so cool. And after that you see that nobody is growing because it's hard. Actually, it's really hard. First, hard for your technique to get skill. Second, it's hard to feel it.
Like a message?
yeah.
Should I look straight to the eyes?
Yeah, there.
In
This little tiny.
Yeah, I think just work on your body first, like general, develop your body movement, develop the feeling of your body, the possibilities of your body, and be more deeper with your knowledges. Learn more about music. Try to find your own way. Don't follow teachers. It's only all about your own experience. Experience it. Yeah, just dance and enjoy it. Something like this.
Something like that. And what I can add is like look deeper for professionals. So not just how cool are they? Oh, but look really into what is making them cool, what is attracts you. It can be different ways. It's really like you can see one dancer, for example, Alesya, yes, and you can see, wow, she's moving in so light, so musical, with musical. So you can really feel what attracts you by analyzing a lot. You can find what you like first. You can find what you can get to improve that, what you like, and you can build yourself by really analyze a lot of persons in a deep way. Yes, not just by repeating, not biting, not really repeating. So, and do it with your heart, love, and improve.
Yeah, and the most important is just stretch good. Work on your abs. Stretch.
Stretch.
Yeah, work on your abs, work on your muscles. This is the basic. Work on your basic body condition.
And then even if you will not find your own way, somebody can use you in a good form. If you will be in a good form, somebody can
stay in a good shape, right?
Yes, very important. And read books.
It's
Watch movies, good movies. Smell, breathe fresh air.
Don't eat
Travel a lot.
sneakers, don't drink Coca-Cola. That's the most important. The rest is
Sauna,
goes
time to
after.
time.